Hi guys. So I recently started preparing some of my students for JavaScript code challenge, and I decided that it might be a great idea or a good idea to um, document my lessons with them and share it with my online community. So, this series will be a series of videos that prepares you for any JavaScript challenge or code interview in the world. My students are mostly based in the UK, and they'll be using this lesson that I'm sharing with you to get jobs in the UK. So I can assure you it is top quality, and I believe it is the best preparation guide for any JavaScript code interview in the world. In this first lesson, we will be looking at JavaScript functions. So the first type of functions we'll be looking at are functions that don't have arguments, which means that when you call these functions, you don't put arguments in the call. We'll also be looking at functions that come with arguments. So let's call this function print name. And as you can see how the function is written, you start by writing the keyword function, then the name of the function is written, then the parenthesis, and then space with the curly brackets. Now in this function, we'll be printing out the name Alex. So that's how you call the function. You don't necessarily need to put the semicolon after the call, but what you should note is there's nothing here, because there is nothing here. If there was something here, I would need to put something here, right? This is the template for this. Another way to see it, this is a key and this is a room. Whenever you type this and run it, this will run, irrespective of where this is in the page. It can be down here, but whenever it's called, this will run, because this is the key to this room. So if we do node, the name of this file is that. Alex is printed. So all you have to do is to write node with the name of your file. Well, because I did not change directory into this, so good. By the way, let me show you guys something. Now, these are some of the things we'll go through. I call each one of them a garden tool. For me, there's a way to see all the methods and functions and objects in JavaScript. See yourself as a gardener who has to go to the garden to trim the field, right? And you have several tools to use, right? In order to be a master of JavaScript, you need to master your tools, right? So the philosophy of this series is that every lesson will be mastering a particular tool. So we won't start solving code challenges, we'll just be mastering some tools. The first tool is the function and variable. Second tool is the .length method. The third tool is the if else, just like a gardener masters his tool. So when you go to the code challenge, you're going there with about 40 tools, because in this series we'll be going through 40 tools. And that's why here, if you can see, the folder is called Garden Tools, right? Now we can run it again. Node, the name of the file, which is function and variables. Alex is printed out. Now, the other type of function is the function with argument. As you can see, the argument can be anything. I chose to use X in it. Now, we are returning X, and we are assigning the call of this function, which returns X, to a variable. Right? So, and we're calling that variable my name. So far, this is how this code will run. It starts from here, the key, and then the room opens. That means that will run. And whatever is returned from the room is saved. This is the symbol for saved. It's saved in the variable my name. So Alice is being saved into this variable. That's just what it means. Now, if we print my name on the console by saying console.log my name, or we can format it using the template string, right? I hope you know how to format, right? You use the template string. This is the symbol on the left side of the number 1 button on your keyboard, right? Then you write whatever sentence you want to write, but you put your variable name within curly brackets and the $, right? If we run this code now, my name is Alex, right? This is another way to format your strings using quotation marks. And then this time it will print my name is always Alex, right? So that will be all for today. To recap, we looked at the structure of functions that have no variables assigned to them at the end. Just print them directly. And then we looked at functions that have arguments in them and also variables. See you in the next lesson.